Friends, how are you this beautiful day? I hope all is well and life is sweet. I am particularly excited for this chat because we're going to get into some golden nuggets of information that are going to be actionable steps that you can actually start using today for your business. So let's dive in and talk about what we're going to be chatting about today, which is how to create your own business promo videos. Okay, so this has been great because I feel like there's a lot of pressure at times for videos to be perfect, highly produced, and overall fancy. Now, there is a time and place for really high quality produced videos as a division of your business, specifically when it comes to highly promotional times. Yes, but there's also value in creating content, period. That's the thing that I want to focus on today because there's going to be value for you just simply showing up, talking to your audience, and serving them in ways that you think is simple, but they think is highly valuable. Now, whenever I propose creating a video on behalf of your business, the first thing that people come to me and say is like, oh, well, Jasmine, but, and the top three things are, I'm not comfortable on camera. Number two, I don't know what to say on camera. And number three, who's gonna pay attention to what I say? And then there's always this lingering doubt in the back of a lot of entrepreneurs' minds, and it comes back down to, what is my competition gonna say? What are people gonna think? What if people think that I'm so cool or I'm so great? And my response is to that, without a shadow of a doubt, I want you to create content for your customers and you will win. It is about them and it is about how you will serve them in a big way. And they're going to understand that you're showing up to create valuable content. Now, speaking of valuable content, we're going to come out and just state the obvious. And that's the obvious is that Facebook loves video, period. It is no joke that the algorithm heavily favors Facebook Lives, right now, and it also favors videos. Okay, so I've been testing the waters in order to see how much organic reach. Can I increase my organic reach on Facebook by simply showing up and playing according to the rules that Facebook has outlined as being favorable? So Facebook Lives and videos. But I understood that I didn't have the budget to have like a video crew follow me around and document my life, nor do I know if I even really want that. But I do know that I travel everywhere with my cell phone. And I decided to kind of test the waters and create a project that I did yesterday. So yesterday, I hung out with a really good friend, and she was a sweetheart, and I put together a short video on how to create a brainstorming session. And then I posted it to Facebook, got some pretty good response. People were interested. Now, here's the crazy thing. This is the first time I've ever completely shot a video on my iPhone, edited the video on my iPhone, and uploaded directly to Facebook from my iPhone. So this is the first time that I've done it, and I'm testing the waters, and I want to walk you through what that looked like. So I posted the video at around 6 o'clock yesterday, more or less, and it's not even been 19 hours, and we've already had over 10,000 views on the video with a reach of over 35,000. So that's pretty considerable, thinking along the lines that I just made a video that was 1 minute and 47 seconds. So how does this play into our business? Why would we go out of our way to really understand and create content? Well, I think the best thing that you could do is to pay attention and then get attention. So what does this mean? Well, by paying attention to what people are watching on Facebook, by paying attention to understanding what they're looking for, what they're searching for, what do you think as people are scrolling through Facebook, as people are scrolling through Instagram stories and their Instagrams, what are they searching for? What are they looking for? How are you uniquely qualified to serve them as a division of your business on social media? So if you put yourself in their shoes, you're going to know how to pay attention and they're going to know how to get attention. So yesterday I decided to test the waters. I oftentimes on Instagram stories and on Facebook, I'll be talking about, oh, I'm having a brainstorming session today. And I get a lot of emails and I get a lot of messages with people asking, what does your brainstorming session look like? Like, what are the things that you do? So I paid attention to the questions and then I got attention simply because I responded to the questions with a visual story. So how did this actually break down? Well, yesterday I was in San Clemente, California. I met with a friend and I put together an iPhone video on how to make the most from a brainstorming session. Okay, so now that I paid attention to what they wanted, and then I was able to get attention. I'm going to walk you through 3 easy steps on how you can do the exact same thing for your business. So get your notebooks ready, get your pens, bring out your iPhone, whatever you need to do to take quick notes. And know that more than anything, I'm going to be diving into your questions. So if you have them, leave them in the comment box and I'll be sure to get to as many of them as possible in real time and also throughout the rest of the day. So step number 1 on tips on how to create your own promo video from a smartphone. I want you to clearly state the topic. I want you, if you're ready to go with the big leagues, I want you to clearly state your topic anywhere from 10 to the first 10 to 20 seconds. Like, it needs to happen really fast because as people are scrolling, you have a very short time frame to hook a viewer, to keep the viewer, and then have the viewer stay with you for the entire duration of the video. Those are the types of, when you can create content that keeps people from beginning, middle, and end, you know you're on the right track to securing new followers, new fans, conversations, which will eventually turn into customers. So clearly state your point. Don't talk a lot. When you have a video that's 4 minutes, that could actually be a minute and a half. Keep it at the minute and a half, get directly to your point. And on that note, I'm going to save my words for step number 2. So let's dig into that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to provide value by teaching them, answering questions, and giving very clear explanations of what you're talking about. So let's take an example of what I did yesterday. Now, for those of you who are watching on Facebook this very moment, the post right below this Facebook Live is actually the video that I had posted yesterday. So you can go back there and look at that as a reference point. Now, the thing that I did yesterday was how to create an effective brainstorming session. So I set up the story and then I gave 3 tips on actually how to make it come to life, and then 3 action steps. How to create a timeline and an action plan, when will the first draft be ready, and when are you going to take your new product or service to market. So I gave action steps and I also explained how to, all in about 1 minute and 47 seconds. And that to me was, if you give me 1 minute and 47 seconds, I will provide you action steps for you to go out and grow your business as a division of what I do. Now, can you do the same thing? What do you think people are looking for, searching for, have questions? What can you provide a short 1.5 minute video about what you do and what makes you unique in the marketplace? Not simply saying, I'm great, my business is cool. We know that's true, but they're probably not looking for great people with cool businesses or cool people with good businesses. They're looking for, how is this going to help and serve me? If you can create content alleviating their stress or pain points or just helping them along the way, you're going to convert easily followers into customers, fans into customers, friends into customers. Yes, for alliteration. Can we get an amen? Okay, so let's get into point number 3 in how to create a promo video, an effective promo video on your smartphone. And that's to tell a visual story, not just a commercial. So this really means that you are going to have to plan in advance what you're going to talk about. Because if you're going to try just like, I'm just gonna, what do they call it? I'm gonna go off the cuff. I was gonna say off the curb, and I was like, that sounds like a skateboarding reference. Okay, so when people get there and they're filming a video, they're like, I'm gonna go off the cuff. And it's like, it doesn't really work to make effective, short, punchy, to the point, effective visual marketing materials. So plan what you're going to say in advance. Okay, so this means that you're probably, I'm gonna highly suggest you make a shot list. Now, before you take a step back and say, whoa, 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 a shot list, what are we talking about? Well, the thing that's going to be really important is using things that are visual to interpret what you're saying audibly. So let me break this down. I'm going to show you how I did this with an example. So yesterday in the video on how to create a promotional video for your business, I said it's important to set deadlines and write notes. So there I had to have video footage of me writing notes and setting deadlines. I also was able to capture footage that I call location shots, because I just needed a clear shot that I can actually put text over it. So this was one of the questions I had asked. When will the first draft be ready? Okay, so this is what I call an environmental shot, and I think it really helps give you lots of options when it comes to sharing the content with your followers. So if you plan in advance, I promise you this process will not take too long. Okay, so I wrote out a script. It probably took me 10 minutes to write up this script. It was basically bullet points of things that I wanted to say. So yesterday's video, like I mentioned, was I think 1 minute and 47 seconds. Now, when you have the script, all of a sudden, with the words that you're saying, you can kind of say, oh, I'm saying I need a deadline and take notes. I should probably have somebody writing on a piece of paper. So I had said when I'm at the beach, I should probably get videos of palm trees. So I made a list of 10 things that I wanted to shoot. A cup of coffee, some palm trees, us working. I brought a tripod. I didn't even care. Like, I was sitting with my good friend Amy Porterfield, and she's like, do you think that people are gonna notice, like, us, like, you know? And I was like, who cares? We're at a coffee shop and I'm standing on a chair shooting her. Guess what? I'm never gonna see those people again. But you wanna know what? There's 10,000 views on a video sitting on my page here today. Hey, I'm okay with that. Now, I know that it probably comes with like a little bit of trial and error, and that's totally okay. The key, more than anything, is not to have a very long 3 to 4 minute video. Even if you start off with a 30-second video, that's okay. You're creating visual content, you're telling a powerful story, and you're creating things that people actually want to see as they're surfing Facebook. So, if you are interested and ready to create a video for your business, I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite smartphone video apps, Stop Motion, Video Shop, VidLab, and Ripple. These are all very cost effective. You can get them on the Apple Store. And for those of you guys who are interested, I made yesterday's video with Video Shop. Super intuitive, so easy to use. I'm going to cough right now, I'm sorry. Look at me, I'm getting all choked up over video. So Video Shop, excuse me, there is something in my throat. Video Shop is so easy to use. I am not techie whatsoever. And I had opened the app yesterday. So I downloaded the app, I opened the app, and from all the time that I had shot and I had edited the video, it probably took me an hour and a half, but that was a big learning curve. I'm pretty sure that I can do another video after learning through trial and error. I could probably get it done in 35 minutes. And just to tie up loose ends before I get into your questions, so please, if you have questions, let me know. Press the like and the love button for the types of questions or comments that you guys are liking, so then I know where we can kind of guide this conversation, because it's all about you, not about me. And if I can make it to the end of this session and not choke, I'll be okay. So just as a point of reference, excuse me, the thing I definitely want to point out was that I shot about 8 minutes of footage on my iPhone, a video, and that is what I turned into a 1.5-minute promo video that I had for my business yesterday. So that's kind of like a global idea of how I put this video together. I wanted to bring you along through the journey because I'm probably going to be implementing this at least on a weekly basis, because if I know that I'm getting organic reach on Facebook when otherwise Facebook pages have really kind of suffered in regards to the new algorithm, I'm going to play according to the new rules, and I'm going to see what do I need to do to get uncomfortable, to grow my business, and to start conversations, because more than anything, the thing that I truly love is connecting with other entrepreneurs and empowering them to grow their businesses, learning what I'm learning along with them. So on that note, let's dive into Q&A. Show the video? The list? Oh, yes. So JD is giving me a real-time feedback. So these are the smartphone video apps. If you look for them on the Apple Store, you'll be able to find them. And I have to let you know that Video Shop, which is what I used, was only $1.99. You guys, I probably, to be honest, and I hope Video Shop never sees this video, I probably would pay $50 for that app. It's so easy to use, it's brilliant, and it's $1.99. And here's the conversation. I'm going to be very honest as the questions are coming in. I want to make sure that I get into them. It was difficult for me as an entrepreneur because if you guys have been following me for a while, you will have noticed that I consistently put out highly produced videos. That means that I hire a videographer, it's professionally edited, I have fancy lighting, like that's what I do. And this was the first time that I kind of ventured out on my own. I tested the waters 2 weeks ago when I was at a digital marketing event with Gary Vaynerchuk at VaynerMedia. I took my iPhone and I just shot the video. And what I did is I got all that footage and then I sent it over to my editor, and he got my iPhone footage and he made a video. And I thought that was great. It was beautiful and it was effective. But it kind of left me thinking that was like a 3-day delay. And so I was like, is there an app that I can use to actually figure out how to do it on my own? And this was the app that I found. And from start to finish, it took me an hour and a half, but I don't even think it's going to take me that long. And that's including shooting the footage. So I don't even think that it would take me as long for the next time. But let's get into your questions because I want to make sure that I respect your time. I like to keep these chats around 25 to 30 minutes. Right now, we're at the 15-point mark. I run a tight ship. For those of you guys who regularly tune in, you know this is the deal. Okay. Let's dig into some of the questions. All right. So Dana Bays, I'm an esthetician. Should all my videos be about skincare or should I give people a sneak into my life? Well, it depends how personal you want to get with your business. If you have a personal brand and you're okay extending it into your personal life, I think it could be cool. But more than anything, when people are on Facebook and they're wanting to watch videos or coming across a video on a page, I would create videos that are, what does the inside of my studio look like? Like as a new patient, I'm gonna walk you through the process of what it means to arrive. And so you have your phone, you say, here you check in with Esther, and she'll check you in and you get this beautiful robe and we sit you in one of our beautiful warmed chairs and we bring you a cup of tea and this is what it looks like. And if you're whatever, for your facial, you talk about the instruments that you use, you talk about how the high quality facial skincare, you want to show people, basically these videos are intended to save time and create an experience. Because if I'm looking for an esthetician, or heck, even if I'm not looking for an esthetician and I see your video and I'm like, that looks really cool, I want to go there. All marketing is in the digital world is getting attention and then giving a reason for people to connect with you. So while I do think personal components to your business could totally work, I definitely think that when it comes to actually marketing your business, I would definitely err on the majority of the videos you create to be in that realm. Okay, Anna Lou. Anna Lou, good to see you. You are so fantastic, and I just feel so much love from you. Is it better to start with a video and then go to the live ones? I always say play to your strengths. I don't think that you should be doing anything that you're uncomfortable with, but I also definitely suggest testing the waters. With a video, it's easier because you can curate, right? You can kind of control the environment. You can control what you say, you can edit it, you can post it. But I will say in terms of the algorithm, Facebook Live is by far the thing that gets the most weight. It gets the most organic reach because that's what Facebook really wants. Facebook wants people showing their live experiences quite often. So that's gonna rank higher than a produced video, but a produced video will rank higher than a photo and a caption, which will rank higher than just a caption. So that's kind of the pattern that we're seeing. Okay, Michelle Aruda DeVoe, the promo video is great, thank you. I'm curious how you're doing this with live banner and screen as you're sharing pictures. I use a third-party software called Wirecast. You could just Google Wirecast and it'll come up. Now I'll say for Wirecast, it took me about 2 days to contact customer support, watch tutorials. I had to understand actually how to navigate this. So it took a little bit of a learning curve, but I absolutely love it. Ashley Penny, do you recommend converting your personal Facebook profile to your business page if your brand is you? Well, this goes back to the Facebook algorithm. Right now, recently, in the most recent update to Facebook, is that the algorithm has definitely favored your personal Facebook page. You will get a lot more organic reach from your personal page than you will with your business page. However, your personal page, in the Facebook terms of agreement, you're not supposed to be promoting your business from your personal page. So you do run the risk of having your account shut down if you're continuously promoting. But I've heard it happen, but I don't think it happens very often. Primarily because Facebook limits your personal profile to 5,000 friends. The minute you reach 5,000 friends, you immediately have to get a business page because Facebook just doesn't really believe that you have 5,000 authentic relationships. So if you're kind of at the cusp of what should I do, then definitely start growing the page that you want ultimately to grow. And in my mind, when I use my Facebook business page for 98% of all of my Facebook interaction because this is the page I want to grow. This is where I want the conversations to happen. If you're along the same way, I would highly encourage you to do the same. Let's see. Paula Stoffer. Good to see you here, Paula. Much love to you. I actually wanted to know what kind of promos would you say to create? Would you make a Friday intro video for Instagram, or would you say these videos are more to show what you do, who you are, and should be on your website? Oh my gosh, what a great question. I actually really like the idea. So I used VideoShop, and on VideoShop, you can shoot the video in square format, and that would be perfect for Instagram. I think that, now remember, Instagram videos are limited to 60 seconds, and the cool thing about VideoShop is that it'll indicate, you'll see the timeline. This doesn't make sense until you download the app, but you're gonna see a timeline and it'll demarcate, this is the length of a Vine video, this is the length of a Snap This is the length of an Instagram video. So you'll know according to where you are, like how short that video needs to be, which I thought was really smart and intuitive. I think if you were to create an intro video for Instagram using this app, it's better than just like holding out your camera, because what you could do with this app is you set your phone up on a tripod at a distance, you talk a little, and then you could do a voiceover. So you can kind of show like maybe your camera or your dog or what you do, or maybe your office space. And as you're talking over about your business, it's not just you like Olin Millsing it. You know, do you guys know what Olin Mills, like that old school photography studio where you all kind of like hang out like that? You don't have to Olin Mills your video. You can actually make it a high budget, fun, unique way to still respect the platform, engage with people on Instagram, but make it look a little tiny bit cooler than just doing like an Instagram story. I really like that idea a lot. Rosa Jiang, what kind of videos would you recommend for a children's photographer? Well, Rosa, my question back to you would be, what are you asked the most often from your clients and from your prospective clients? If you have people asking you, what do I wear to a session? Should I bring toys? How long is this session? You want to create videos that answer questions so that when you are emailed in the future, it would be very easy for you to say, here's my response. Or you can say, here's an abbreviated response, but if you want to see a 1.5-minute video that walks you through the process, click here. And then you click them and you send them over to your Facebook page so that they can engage with that video. So in a way, you're creating evergreen content that you can send your clients back to. They can get to know you better. And if they leave comments and engagements, hey, there's a good chance that it could end up even 2, 3, 4 weeks later on somebody else's news feed because comments and likes are still happening on that video. That to me is scalable marketing efforts. Louis Donovan, dude, homeboy, so good to see you. As a wedding photographer, do you think I should film like an engagement shoot session or chat about a new product? I'm a bit lost. No reason to be lost. The first thing you need to do is take action. I could sit here and give you a lot of ideas for the type of content you should be sharing, and I will, but before you get there, you have to understand that you know your audience the best, and I always firmly believe that the market dictates what you want. I'm gonna be honest. There have been times where I have created like Facebook Lives, and they've totally tanked. Like they just didn't go anywhere. And then the last Facebook Live that I did when I talked about the Instagram shadow ban, that just took off. And to me, in my mind, I learned just by trial and error that it's not enough to be like, let's just chew the fat. No, I have to come in, I have to share relevant information about things that I'm often asked about. So in your regards, when it comes to being a wedding photographer, I think that a few ideas would, yes, shoot some behind the scenes of an engagement session. But you can't just say like, this is me on an engagement session. You have to set the scene. You would say like, hi, I'm in New York City for an engagement session. I have 2 amazing clients. And then you would say that to camera, and then the rest of the video would just be what I call B-roll, right? This is what we see in the movies. This is like a taxi cab going by, or you in Central Park, and then, you know, you have the camera and you're introducing yourself. So from the camera's perspective, you see your hand going into the frame, shaking the hands of the clients. So what you're basically doing is allowing new viewers to insert themselves into experiencing an engagement session with you. Or perhaps people want to see your photo gear. If people ask, what kind of photo gear do you shoot with? Make a 30-second video. This is my camera, this is my lenses, I take backup gear, and my second shooter has backup gear. So that video would be faith-based, like they want to trust that you're not going to screw up. The other video of the engagement session would be interpersonal, like they want to see who Louis is and how you show up and what experience an engagement session. So those are going to be the types of videos that you're going to test the waters with, but don't give up after 1. I want you giving up. I want you getting a break after 100. Okay, so it's 1:24. I'm going to answer 1 or 2 more questions and we're going to get this party going. Okay, Lynn Hernandez. Hi, love. How are you? What do you use for voiceovers? iMovie, any app on the phone? Sorry, I'm late. Lynn, no worries. I'm going to pop this up real quick and let you know that these are smartphone video apps. I used VideoShop, which I thought was really amazing because it allowed me to do a voiceover there on my phone. I didn't do any any editing on iMovie or anything else beyond my phone. So I just want you to check out the app. $1.99 for Video Shop. I don't know how much. I think Ripple is also $1.99. I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. I just downloaded them to kind of play with them and see what I liked. And for me, Video Shop definitely just worked in that regard. I want to take a second and say hi to you guys. Hi. Hi. I want to take a second and say hello to you guys who are showing up live. I really appreciate you guys being here. So Cynthia Gurukar and Tatiana Lee and Rosa Jiang, thank you guys so much. Jacob Martek, good to see you here. And Tiffany Pate, you guys make this community wonderful. I feel so lucky and blessed to be able to do what I love and be able to connect with people live. It means so much to me. I am cheering for your businesses, and if there's things that you guys want to see from me in the future, feel free to leave a comment on my page, leave a comment here. I'm showing up on Facebook Live. My intention is to show up at least once a week, provide great content, chill, and get to know you better. I wish you guys all the best. Becca, Becky, Krista, and Teresa, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I wish you guys all the best. And big love to Tanisha and Liliana for hopping in all at the last minute. I see you, boo. Thanks, guys, so much. I hope you guys have a really, really fantastic